Okay, welcome back to the Bootleg Corner movie reviewers, and we are going right back again with Welcome to Derry episode 8, the finale of that series, dropped on Monday or Sunday depending on where you are around the world. And here I am once again to give you my thoughts and my perspective and my rating of how everything went down. Now, Pennywise launched his biggest attack yet in Derry so far, kidnapping a school bus, not really a school bus, kidnapping a full school of preteen kids. I said it before that she liked to take children because their fear was a lot more pure. He had not diluted with age and all that stuff. So he sent the seniors home and took most of the preteen and early teen kids, took them into their, I think that was their theater, killed their principal in front of them, and just transfixed everyone with the deadlights. And like I've been saying before, I've been saying previously in the series, Pennywise has been delivering some masterful performances, and I think this was just one of those performances in a long line of brilliant and masterful work from Pennywise. Now we finally got the answer to the question that I asked previously, what was happening to Lily, because when she was holding that dagger that was made from Pennywise's prison shard, she was acting out, she was feeling very possessive of it, she was feeling very much, she didn't want to give it up basically. And now we are getting the answer to that because the shard itself was what was affecting whoever will be holding, because the shard wanted to go back to his resting place, where I think it would be at the spot where Pennywise first crashed. So any attempt to take it further from that spot automatically just makes whoever is holding it to be a lot more paranoid, a lot more possessive, basically just increases the level of antagonism you have towards yourself and towards everyone around you. So we got the answer to that, and we are now seeing it manifest when Lily, Ronnie and Marge are going to rescue Will from Pennywise. They are starting to argue, they were fighting on the way there, and Lily almost, I even thought it would be like a tragedy that wouldn't happen when they were fighting. Maybe someone would get caught or someone would get even killed. But it seems they were able to get themselves under control and find a way to resolve that without that escalating into something a lot more tragic. Now for Halloran, he was very much overwhelmed by the new release of his powers. Like I said before, he wants to be seeing dead people all around him, just basically invading his reality and his dreams at every waking and every sleeping moment. And we saw that he was very much on his way to committing suicide before Major Hanlon came in and just tried to talk to him and just prevented him from carrying out action, because if he had gone through with that, I don't think they would have been able to find the kids that easily or even have gotten help from the Indians. And getting to the Indians, it turns out they have a solution for Halloran's dilemma, and Rose provided a drink for him that would basically just calm the madness that's happening in his mind. Now the next thing is with Harlon and Charlotte. I did not feel the desperation, the anger. Basically, I think this is where criticism starts to trip. I did not feel that extreme rage of our son going missing, because after everything, Harlon promising that they will be safe outside of Derry, and everything he had revealed to her about what his mission in Derry truly was, and now their son going missing, I did not feel. Yeah, I know she was angry, she was frustrated, she was beating at him, slapping her husband, but I felt there was an extra layer they could go to. Basically, your child is missing after knowing the real truth of why you guys are in Derry and the danger that lies outside. And I don't know, I did not feel, I felt there was a lot more to squeeze out of that situation at that moment. They were a little too calm for me. Now we head over to the ice and we find that basically Pennywise has taken all the kids across them, hanging them by the air. And it's just a very, very disruptive situation. The kids trying to get Dagger to his resting place. The other adults racing after the kids. The soldiers and the general coming from the other side trying to stop anyone who's going to stop Pennywise from leaving there. So it was just a big melting pot of chaos and mayhem and all that stuff. And Halloran doing his best trying to stop Pennywise. I wasn't even really sure what was happening at that point when they were showing Bob Gray's past. I did not know that was Halloran basically entering Pennywise's head and just basically trying to stall him from moving about. I thought that was the tree that Marge had fallen on. I thought that tree was like a marker or a boundary for Pennywise that he couldn't go past. It was later revealed that it was Halloran that had stalled him and gone into his mind to try to mess things up. Then the general walking onto the ice, I did not know what he really thought, that maybe he thinks that Pennywise is a creature that can be reasoned with. Going onto the ice, freeing Pennywise, and Pennywise turning back and remembering and recollecting that he's attacked this kid before and this kid has escaped his clutches before and killing him. Now again, another missed opportunity for me, because I think Pennywise should have taken his time to properly bake and terrify and horrify the general. I did not know why that sequence ended so abruptly. It was another missed opportunity to me, basically. Pennywise should not For this guy, his suffering was supposed to be prolonged. But then, considering the situation and the time frame of what was happening, Pennywise trying to stop the kids from trapping him in Derry and all that stuff, I understand why the situation ended as quickly and as abruptly as that. But if they could have even delayed or maybe done something to him that would make his suffering last longer, I would have preferred it basically. Because I think his death was too abrupt. Now for the kids, they fought as hard as they could. Disagreements within themselves, almost getting split from each other. The dagger fighting back, taking possession of Will, and doing all that, they still managed to regain or maintain some sort of unity and try to drive themselves to get towards the resting place of the dagger. And even at that, it wasn't enough. Up until Richie, the ghost of Richie, came back somehow from the dead just to help them and just basically complete the task. It was harrowing, it was difficult, it was basically crazy. Trying to move forward in a fog trapped on top of an ice, basically a frozen river, where there was a possibility of that river even cracking and everyone just sinking into the icy depths and all that stuff. But with the circumstances of these preteen kids having to basically have the fate of Derry and the world in their hands, even if they did not know it. But they were just trying to protect their town and basically send the monster back to sleep or kill it basically. So it was very commendable, it was very great, it was a good sequence basically. For Pennywise, you're finally understanding that he is basically a victim of time. He doesn't know what particular time he's living in. His perception of time is somehow a bit similar to that of Dr. Manhattan, where they can see the future, the past, and the present happening simultaneously. So it's easy for someone like Pennywise to get confused on what is actually happening now, what is actually happening in the past, because I think he's omnipresent in all these times. So when he was speaking to her, telling her about how she would give birth to his son that will end up killing him, you can see the confusion on his face, not knowing if that has happened before and he has been reborn or if this is happening now. So we are now getting justification too for the next 2 seasons that will come, since those seasons will be happening in the past, and we know that Pennywise will be trying to do a race against time and targeting specific individuals who he thinks their generation will bring about his death and his end. So I think the explanation here was very important, basically to give us the premise for what happened in season 2, since he's going back in time. This is 1962. I think the next season will be like 27 years prior to 1962. That should be like 1935 or so. So I think that's given us basically a good premise on why season 2 and season 3 will be coming ahead. Now, in the aftermath of all this, I think the Hanlon family staying in Derry is something that is really, really crazy. Now, we all know that from the 8 movies, there obviously be Halloran descendants staying in Derry, like I said earlier. But from this movie, from the immediate event that have already happened, a very racist, vile attack, a monster like Pennywise still in the town, not even confirm if he's dead or not. Maybe to them he's dead because after all, he disappeared in a ball of smoke and all that stuff. But considering everything that happened in the black spots, which was not even connected to Pennywise from their own perspective, basically a racially incited attack, them deciding to stay in Derry, I think that's very funny. Because I'm thinking, personally, I understand why they have to do, why they're staying in Derry. It's part of the story, part of the problem and all that. But to me, if all these things have happened in a short sequence of time, and I'm escaping my family, I'm escaping alive, no real injuries and all that stuff, there's no way I'll be coming back, I'll be deciding or even thinking twice about it. But we can understand why they are staying in Derry, because of their ties there, and basically for the plot, basically that's just the only defense I can give you right now. They are staying there for the plot. But for Halloran, I think he has the right idea. Running away from America entirely, he's going to England. I think they say he's going to sing or manage a bar or something. So like, I don't know anyone who has the opportunity to leave Derry after all these crazy circumstances will still choose to stay. And for Ronnie Grogan, I think she and her dad have the right idea. After all, he's a wanted man, even though he's presumed dead. But them leaving Derry, I think that's the best thing for anyone who really wants to stay alive in these circumstances. If you've survived a murderous clown, had a racially incited attack, almost killed you and almost all your friends and family, I think the best logical course of action is to leave Derry. Now, I think this is where I give my rating right. For Welcome to Derry episode 8. The last 2 episodes of this series, I think episode 7 and 8, have basically shaved off some numbers of the ratings for me. So I think if I was going to give it a number before, the last 2 episodes have basically cut down on whatever that number would have been. So I think Welcome to Derry season 1, I think we can give that a 7 over 10. I think we can give that a 7 over 10. This is still the bootleg corner, the bootleg corner. With your thoughts, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe and all that stuff. Keep it locked in, and I'll be back.